There are three types of serious views, nothing but VDM types, virtual data models. Okay. First one, basic view, basic view. Next, composite view, followed by consumption view. Consumption view. These are the three types of CDS which we have it. Basic view, composite view, and consumption. We'll discuss when we call it as basic, when we call as composite, and consumption. Okay. So these are the three types of CDS which are there in the SAP. Any CDS that you create should fall into one of this particular category. Okay. Now, how do you specify? Okay, this type. Okay, I know I created a CDS, fine. Okay, how I need to specify this CDS as a basic view, I need to specify this CDS as a composite view. How do I need to specify? There should be an annotation, right? Okay, so as I said, all annotation starts with @ and followed by, clearly I specified this is an nothing but this is VDM types. This is VDM types, nothing but technical terminology is VDM types. In basic general language, type of the CDS. What is the type of the CDS? Okay, technically VDM type. Okay, now @ okay, if I use VDM, okay, dot view type, okay, followed by colon hash, you can specify what is the type of. You can use basic or / composite, any one only guys, not all, or consumption based on your type of based on the CDS which you create. So this is the annotation. Okay, view @ VDM dot view type. Okay, @ VDM dot view type colon space guys hash type of the CDS, basic, composite, and consumption. Okay, fine. Now this is the annotation we are going to use. Yes, these are the types of CDS we have: basic, composite, consumption. That's fine. Using the VDM, the annotation VDM type, we are going to specify what is the type of CDS or what is a VDM type. People call it as what is a technical terminology. They will say what are the VDM types available or what are the types of CDS you created. Same thing, guys. Technical and business terminologies. Okay, now when we call it as base view, when we call it as a composite and consumption. Okay guys, this is purely decided by us based on the type of the CDS we create, and specifically and followed by the tables what we use it. Okay, now any CDS, okay, basically any CDS, if a CDS is created on core DB tables, then it should be a basic. Then we call it as basic view, guys. Then we call it as basic view. Now, guys, this thing will not define any. Sorry, it will not control any of your CDS business functionality. It is only for representational purpose. It is only for representational purpose. Okay, it is doesn't impact your CDS, whatever the CDS which you create. Oh, by mistakenly instead of basic I can specified composite, doesn't going to impact any of your execution data or any of your logic which you specified in your CDS. Nothing impacts on that particular thing. Only, as I said, it is used to specify structural representation in the database. It is only used to specify structural representation. Okay, now here generally these are the standardized rules that you need to define whenever you create a CDS. Okay, basic view is nothing but if any CDS is been created on top of core tables, if any CDS created on core DB tables, database tables, then it is a basic view, guys. Okay, then it's a basic view. That's it. So you need to specify a basic view. If any CDS is created on core DB tables, okay, leave it all tables are of DB tables, then it is a basic view. For example, I fetch data from VBAK, VBAP, okay, and it is a core tables, both are core tables, then it's a basic view, guys. Okay, if I fetch it, for example, I fetch it CDS main table as VBAP and association, I used an association to the standard CDS, then it's a basic view or it should be a composite. Basically it has CDS, right? But just remember, I used association, I didn't use any type of join. It may be left outer join or inner join, then only that association will come into picture. So I used an association to that particular CDS, doesn't matter, still it's an basic view, because the main fetching of the data is based on the core DB tables, based on the core DB tables. Is it clear, guys? Okay, now next, composite view. Okay, here this is just like an generic view. Generic in this particular thing, any CDS on top of other CDS, on top of other CDS, or combination of tables, DB tables, and CDS. If this is the way you written any CDS, then it is a composite view. Okay, so any CDS is created on top of basic view, okay, or anything, just like any CDS on top of other CDS, or it can be interacting with multiple tables. It is interacting with multiple database tables, plus CDS is joined as a part of it. CDS is joined as a part of it, not association, joined as a part of this particular thing. Then it comes under composite. Then we have to define it as a composite view, guys. So in simple words, multiple tables are being involved. Okay, multiple tables are involved with the joins and combination of tables and CDS. It can be only CDS or it can be only sorry, it can be tables and CDS. Then we call it as composite view. Okay, next we have consumption view. Okay, consumption view. Here basically these views are used to expose the data, guys. These views are exposed the data to outside world. Okay, data to outside world. Okay, just use it outside. Okay, two different uh okay, I can instead of, yeah, outside means, guys, even whatever the CDS which we created, if we are using as a part of S4, it is also like an outside to CDS. Okay, just to it is used to use expose the data to outside world. Okay, basically this particular type of the CDS is assumed as like an it is not created on any of the DB tables. Okay, it is not going to create any of the DB tables in this particular thing. Basically the standardized ways, if you are writing a consumption view, it should be on top of a CDS. It should be on top of CDS, on top of CDS. Okay, next, here in this particular consumption view, we are going to, there will be using only one CDS. Okay, they will be retrieving, they will be they will be using only one CDS for data purpose, for data. Okay, for data. So that way we use a consumption view. Means consumption means it is assumed as a final layer. It is assumed as a final layer where it is exposed to the outside world. It may be used as a part of reportings, it may be used as a third party tools or anything. Okay, it may be used for OData application or anything. So that's the reason we are not going to create any joins or anything as if and we in the type of consumption view. Simply we'll write on top of one CDS, and that CDS will write, and that CDS will be used as a this consumption view. Okay. For example, just I'll give a brief idea, guys, how the structural representation will be there. Any CDS.
This consumption view, can we make it on composite view or basic view?
It can be both. It can be both. Okay. So here I'm just creating a CDS build process, how it will be. Basically, guys, whenever you create any CDS, okay, as I said, the best first is a basic view. Okay, so basically once you create a basic view, on top of basic view we create a composite view. Okay, we create a composite view. On top of composite view we can create consumption view. Okay, like this layers, multiple layers of CDS which you creating. Here basic view, I can directly create a consumption view. I can create directly consumption view also. This is also available. This is also fine, but the recommended way is first one, because in future, sorry, not in future, there are some annotations that can be possible only in consumption view. Consumption view plus there will be a combination of other annotations that will be possible only if it is a type of composite view. Okay, in consumption view, just like an it is exposing to, it is assumed as a final layer. Okay, as a part of your regular programs you can use data retrieval from basic view, composite view, consumption view. Doesn't matters. Okay, it is only build, it is a structural way of creating a CDS where if your CDS is using for any of the third party system or any for OData purpose or any other things reporting concepts, then we have to follow this. Okay, you created a CDS just for my ABAP program. I need to retrieve 10 tables. Instead of that, I created for 10 CDS with 10 tables and used as an ABAP report. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter these all things. Okay, it may be any type of view, it will work there. Okay, is it clear or not, guys? Any confusion on this?
So we cannot expose this basic views on Fiori like that?
No, only consumption views. Okay. So now here in this case basic view, as I said, it is written on code table. For example, guys, I have a requirement, just I'm giving a realistic requirement. Okay, I have a requirement. Let us assume I need to get a data, I need to create a CDS for sales order application. How we do it generally I'm showing. Okay, sales order application. Basically I need to get the data from VBAK, assuming there is no standard. Just giving an example, guys. Don't think it is already standard is there for all these things. Okay, okay. Z table VBAK followed by VBAP followed by Z something Z table. Okay, Z sales info. Okay, I need to get data with combination of these three fields, three tables, and where I need to expose to the outside world. Guys, basically you are going to be using in Fiori or OData or doesn't matter. Follow these structures. We have to follow this structure. It may be time consuming process, doesn't matter. It may be time consuming process, it doesn't matter. We have to follow. Okay, and if you are exposing to outside world, then only create a consumption view. Otherwise stop till this point only. Up to composite, basic composite, stop till that point. In future if they require, they will write a consumption on top of composite. They will write a consumption on top of composite view. Okay, now let us assume this is my realistic scenario where I need to create an application where I need to retrieve data from these three tables. Okay, and that I want to use as a part of some other application. That's fine. Okay, now generally what people think is people do. Okay, they create a simple first they will create a creating of CDS. Okay, they will join all this table. They do some joins, outer join all this table in single CDS. In the single CDS. Okay, they'll simply join these three tables in single CDS and they'll specify some basic or composite whatever annotation they have in mind at that time. They'll specify that, and just on top of this consumption view they'll specify. Okay guys, in some cases it will may work, but there are some limitations if you use that. Okay, so it is not the way of recommendation. Okay, every development which we do, SAP has given some guidelines. We have to follow that guidelines if have to be in improvising the performance point of view, and extendability, okay, reusability, all these things keeping in mind. So we should not do this type of way. Okay, basically what we do is, okay, first thing, okay, this is my requirement. Assuming there is no standard CDS for this, first what I will do is, okay, we'll create basic view 1. Okay, first table VBAK. We'll create only a CDS with only VBAK table. Okay, create only CDSV with VBAK with all 100 fields. Okay, here it is, I'm just giving an example. Generally if you write with Z, let us assume I'm telling. Okay, creating a basic view 2. Okay, with VBAP all fields. Next, creating a basic view for my Z table. By default there will be no CDS for basic. Okay, sorry, basic view 3. Here I'm going to use my Z sales for Z sales info. Now I have all three basic views. The first step is done. Okay, first step is done. Now second layer, composite view. I'm going to use next composite view. Here composite view. For this, what I'm going to do, I'm going to use these three CDSs, basic view 1, basic view 2 as a part of this. I'll get the data here. I'll joining here basic view 1, basic view 3, sorry 2, followed by and basic view 3. Any number of things you can use. Basic view 3. I joined all these things. I joined all these things, whatever that I left outer join, inner join, association, that's your wish. Okay. So now I used all my basic views. That is nothing but I am returning a composite view. Okay. And once your composite view is right, then on top of that, I'm going to use consumption view. Consumption view. This is the structural way of writing a CDS. Consumption view here in this on composite. If you require this particular layer, then only you are going to create it. If it doesn't require that, okay, there it is not going to use any reporting tool or nothing to be written, then stop till this point only, till composite view only. Stop till this composite view only. No need to write it for your regular ABAP programming, all these things. Okay, stop to composite view only. In future if requirement comes that need to be used by any third party tools, okay, any other your CPI system, PI system, anything, then you go on top of this, you just create a consumption view. Okay, basically standardized recommendation consumption view on top of composite, and you should use only one CDS as part of this. Anything which you want to do inside the composite view only. Any operations you want to do inside the composite view. Okay, like this we can. And this is a way of designing a CDS. Now here in composite, I can use composite on composite also. I can combine basic views, any type guys. Okay, basic views. Okay, followed by some again one more composite which is already created with 10 tables. Again I can include here. That's fine. Another composite view which is there. Any sort of company that comes under only composite only. Composite view. Okay, followed by again sometime people will DB tables. Yes, it's fine, DB table. Okay, you can one or two. There is no, if there is, instead of some table, people think, okay, waste of time, I can combine in the composite view itself for one that particular relation. Okay, DB text table, sometimes for text tables like that they use it. Okay, these all things, like anything, it is like a composite view, combining of multiple things comes under composition. Any sort of combination, we call it as composite view.
In
Okay,
association, can we use a CDS view?
yeah, yes, anything, yeah, all the things can be used here. Also you can use. Okay, if the base is getting a data from VBAK, and further you can use association, still it's a basic view, still it's a basic view. Okay, basically it is recommended to use associations on CDS only, not on the tables. Just for example, I shown you. Okay, basically in realistic, if in real life, or if you see refer to any CDS, associations are created to other CDS only. They will not create associations to tables, because that CDS which they return is on top of core table. Core, they already retrieved all the fields in the base view. So that's the reason they refer to that particular type of things. Is it clear, guys? Type of the CDS and structural way of creating a CDS. Any questions on this?
Can we just show some example of, is there any standard composite view? Just we
Yes,
can
yes, yes,
understand.
yes, yes. Yep.
That's better.
Anyway, we will create with this structure. I'm just showing you. For example, I'm just, let's take in our I underscore cell. This should be basic as per my knowledge. Transactional things. Yeah, this is basic. See here. Even though you use this many, the reason is the core retrieval is from the database table. It doesn't use anything CDS, any of the CDS in the joins. In the joins. So association it used, doesn't matter. Okay, but it is used VBAK, VBKD, VB. Then it is a basic case. Okay, let me check. I just use this is. I need to refer one of the CDS, which is one type of CDS.
Can we find any various list kind of things based on the?
No, 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 no. Only thing you can use using 1 minute, sales analytical queue. We can't go with annotations. Annotations we can use that app, but in that app also you'll not, only you will get it uh, in this basic composite. It will be written as I shown that app, right? View
Yeah,
browser.
view browser.
There you can see, yeah, view browser. In that you can see the properties there itself. Instead of going out inside and checking, you can see the properties. Just a minute, I'm just checking I underscore sales. See here, cube composite. Cube followed by composite. Okay, so now this is written on top of CDS. This is P underscore, that's okay, internal CDS, doesn't matter. Okay, P underscore CDS. P underscore analytical, it is also one type of CDS. If I click on it, control click on it, it will go to that. Okay, see here it is created on top of I underscore sales document and let. It is also composite because again it is using and select on another CDS. I'll just navigating is selecting it, navigating to that CDS. Let's see where it goes. Again it is defined an I underscore sales document item, which just now we referred. Again it represented a composite because on top of standard CDS. Any type of CDS, selecting it. Now basic. See here. Basic because it used on core tables. Understood, guys? Layer.
Yeah.
Okay, so likewise it SAP also follows this. This is a like an guidelines, guys. It is not like we can specify any annotation. Functionality will work, business functionality. If it is limited to your report program or any other things, then it will work. But in future, if that to be used as a part of some tools, then it will not work if it doesn't follow this structure. Okay,
But all these are views can be referred in above programs.
yes, yes, all types of views can be referred in your ABAP programs. In ADAPT programs, doesn't matter. Okay, what
We want to
that
expose
doesn't
that
matter.
view should be composite.
Yes, if you want to use, for example, any CDS which you created, that I want to use as a Fiori app directly, then it should be consumption. Prior to that, it should have composite. The layer should be followed.
Sorry, just
And
here, can you come again? So, if I want to expose this view onto the Fiori, it should be composite or
no,
consumption.
consumption. It should be consumption. Final. That's what is it. Any CDS that you want to expose to outside world, it should be consumption. Okay. Consumption should be on top of single CDS, on top of only single CDS. That is a thing you need to follow on top of single CDS. That CDS should be of type composite. In composite, you write 100 things, doesn't matter. Okay. Any confusion on this? Okay, fine. Now let's take the CDS which we created. Here, this is the CDS which we created. Okay, this is fine, which we created as on top of another CDS, which is created on top of another CDS. Okay, now this CDS is only on the, okay, PBK, this is also fine. Here, this is on top of other CDS. Then we call it as composite. There is no core tables involved. But if you go to this, it is on top of core tables. It is on top of core tables. Then we'll specify this as annotation as basic. Simply see here at the rate of, okay, VDM types, as I said, see here, VDM followed by view type. Okay, view type should be basic. It can be anything, guys. Basic. View type basic. That's it. Because only core tables are involved in the data directory. Main is joins and the select and join. Varies from base select is happening, VBAP, and join is VBAP. We are not worried about associations as well in this. Okay, basic. Okay. So now again in the 7, okay, next CDS, what I did, I created a CDS on top of this particular CDS. Now CDS is written on top of other CDS. Obviously it is a composite. It may be one CDS or two CDS, doesn't matter. Okay, VDM type again followed by view type. Okay, followed by view type. I'm going to specify composite. That's it, guys. Composite. So likewise, we have to specify the annotations once you are going to create a CDS case. Things mandatory, guys. These all things. Okay. Any questions on this? Any questions, guys? Okay, fine. These are the types of CDS. Okay. So going further, we'll create based on the this particular things. We'll use these annotations as a part of our requirement. Okay. Additional to this, we have n number of things. Slowly we'll go by one by one. Okay. So let's create one. Now I'm going to create one CDS case. Okay. There is a type of the CDS. Okay. These are the types of CDS. Okay. I'm going to create a CDS with parameter. Okay, doesn't no relation with these all things. These all things remain same. It may be with parameter or without parameter, doesn't matter. What is mean by with parameter? Okay, what is mean by CDS with parameter? Basically, creating a CDS like with selection screen, with input parameters. So just write like assume as with input parameter. With input parameter case. Okay. Now any CDS which has input parameter with defined with parameter, all parameters will be mandatory. All will be mandatory. There is no concept of optional. Always mandatory. All are mandatory, guys. If you specified a CDS with parameter, then it's a mandatory. With parameter means mandatory. I'm clearly specifying parameter. Single value only you can provide. With multiple fields, that's fine. Cannot provide range. Cannot provide range, guys. Okay, remember. Okay, that's the reason with parameter they specified clearly that annotation itself with parameter. CDS with parameter. So it is used to provide input value to the CDS. Based on the input value, the data will be filtered. The data will be filtered. The parameters which you specified for the CDS, all the parameters are mandatory. All the parameters will be mandatory. Okay, there is no other option. And that will be used as a part of filtering in your CDS. And what are the input parameters which are being as a part of CDS that should be used in your CDS? If you specify as an input parameter with CDS, for example, I create a CDS. I can create multiple parameters. Okay, parameter 1, parameter 1, parameter 2, something, anything, and refer to multiple parameters. I can create with multiple parameters. Okay, one is for date, one is for currency, one is for sales organization, that XYZ. Okay, I created this particular CDS with multiple parameters. Then, guys, here the parameters which you create as a part of CDS, all this should be referred somehow, in some way, in your CDS. Otherwise, it is going to throw an error. It is not like I created with parameters. If I required, I may use, I will not use. No, there is no such case. We have to refer. It may be for filtering, or it may be part of some other calculation. You have to refer the particular parameters in as part of your CDS. If that CDS. Okay. Is it clear or not? Any questions on this? Hello? Okay, fine. Now let's create a CDS with parameters. Again, on top of that, I'm going to use this all annotations. Okay, these two will be there as it is. The CD, these all things will be as it is on top of this. Okay. The annotations will be same. It may be with parameter or without parameter, doesn't matter. Okay, let me create a CDS. And just I can use a core table or anything. Okay, I'll specify create data